weather looks nice today. I'm gonna have to do some shopping and pick some stuff up. I guess with that in mind though, what did I read today? It's kind of interesting with this one first. Apparently there was some attacks on US warships in the past and they didn't know why, or at least they didn't release the information until I guess now recently. It says mysterious drone attacks on US warships solved. A mysterious series of attacks on US Navy warships off the coast of California in 2019 have been revealed to be caused by a cluster of drones launched from a Hong Kong cargo ship, a new report says. The bizarre incidents, which were reported between March 30th and July 30th, 2019 on 7 warships and had led to speculation that they were caused by unidentified aerial phenomena or UFOs, came to light Friday after the publication of previously classified US Navy memos and ship logs obtained by the drive under Freedom to Information legislation. So from a cargo ship, huh? Was this one of those trying to, I guess, disguise what the purpose of this ship was per se? It says the drone attacks caused high-level concerns because they took place near a sensitive naval training area near the Channel Islands. Nearly 2 years after the attacks, Marine General Kenneth McKenzie Jr. called them the most concerning tactical development since the rise of the improvised explosive device in Iraq. I'm trying to think too, was this around the time when the over-the-top regulations actually started to come out in a lot of places? It says among the revelations in the drive's cache of documents were that on July 15, 2019, Navy warships reported drones that they suspected were being launched from a Hong Kong civilian cargo ship, the MS Bass Strait. The initial report of the drone clusters was reported by sailors on the USS Bunker Hill, which recorded 11 drone attacks according to the newly released documents. The US ship, called in special team known as Snoopy, shipped nautical or otherwise photographic interpretation to document the drones. Sailors also radioed the nearby Bass Strait, but the crew did not respond, according to the logs obtained by the drive. So there's all this information and stuff like that. I guess you can see the picture of what these drones were. It's kind of like what, these blurry lights per se. I'm wondering how realistic is that? For example, where like just say in this case they don't know what it is, just say a quote drone, and because they don't know how to deal with it, and instead of just being transparent because they want to be, I guess, classified in some way, they just tell everyone, oh, we're gonna restrict all these drones and so forth because for your quote safety, even though they're fear-mongering things like a toy and so forth because they can't think of any other way, I guess, to try and control, like, let's just say the situation in a bigger picture versus just being transparent, I guess, saying, well, they notice something like here, so don't fly like in this area in particular. Would that actually be plausible or no? Or is it just still a bunch of, I guess, power-hungry people or something like that, just wanting to do everything themselves in terms of like commercial gain and so forth? And this story was actually really interesting in the bigger picture, I thought, because maybe they're all related in some way because it's a little too coincidental. But apparently Justin Bieber posted an Instagram video recently showing he has some kind of, I guess, condition all of a sudden. It's called like what? Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, and it causes facial paralysis. And I don't know how he got it, but apparently it says it's due to people's, I guess, weak immune system or something like that. So you can see in the video itself, he's showing you, obviously, you can see clearly it's affecting his facial movements and all that.
Hey everyone, Justin here. I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on in my facial nerves and has caused my face to have paralysis. As you can see, this eye is not blinking.
And just reading a little bit more into it, apparently they said this condition can be caused from things, for example, like shingles and chicken pox. But what's getting people a little concerned is that they're wondering, hey, how come someone so young, for example, is having these types of conditions right now? And that's kind of the interesting thing to think about, because apparently not too long ago, his wife, is like it says here, Hailey Bieber released from hospital after blood clot found in brain. So is that just a coincidence that both of them, the people would argue, hey, like two young people, for example, unless they had some kind of underlying condition or something like that, both of them are getting like these, I guess, odd kind of reactions to something? I don't know what it is. And to add to that strangeness of, for some reason, young people getting things like what, blood clots and all that, this was actually really recent too. There was even a YouTuber, she's been doing it for a while, called iJustine, And apparently she had like what, a blood clot and stuff just out of nowhere. It says here, TLDR, I was in the hospital for 5 days with a blood clot in my shoulder that traveled to my lungs. I have a potential diagnosis of, if this is how you say it, Paget-Strater syndrome, and may have to have a rib removed. So you can see basically she took pictures and stuff of, I guess, a lot of the incident or what happened. And it says here on one of them, Monday, third time is hopeful a charm. They put me out again and I wake up to the good news that it's gone. Or so I thought, because later that evening, I started having chest pains. They ran a CT at 1:30 a.m. and found a piece of it broke off and went to my lungs. Cool. Obviously being sarcastic, but you can see the picture and so forth, or the video rather. So it makes you wonder what is going on if all these young people per se that's supposed to be healthy and all that are just getting all these, I guess, conditions for absolutely no reason anyways. You could just say it's what, bad luck for these people, but the timing and so forth is kind of odd, isn't it? Especially with the type of demographic that it seems to be affecting. What is going on in terms of a mystery? Let's see people try to solve this, huh? Alright, see you guys later.